Let's be real. You don't have a dad bod because you had kids. You have a dad bod because you got comfortable. Comfort is the real trap. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly why it kills your progress and how to overcome it so that you can get the best results possible and finally get rid of your stubborn belly fat. Most guys in their 30s and 40s think that they just gained all this weight from having a slower metabolism, getting older, or being busy. But the truth is that belly fat really starts creeping in once you get very comfortable. It starts with skipping workouts after a long day, or skipping breakfast every morning, ordering takeout instead of cooking, staying up late instead of getting quality hours of sleep. And over time, this really rewires your identity. You go from driven and athletic to defeated and distracted. And here's the worst part, is that your body starts rewarding you for comfort with some additional belly fat, maybe some love handles. And here's the thing about comfort is that it really creates a vicious loop. First, you're stressed, so you skip the gym. Skipping the gym leads to lower energy and your testosterone tanking. And then because of that low energy, you are more likely to eat processed foods, sleep less, and even drink more alcohol. And that combo increases more body fat over time if you're eating in a calorie surplus, which most people are. And now you feel like less of a man and your confidence just tanks. So what do most guys do? Well, they crash diet or do a cardio boot camp or cut all the carbs. But you and I both know that that's not the answer because it doesn't fix the root cause of everything, the habits you have around comfort. And getting in shape after 40 is not about being hardcore. It's about reconditioning your brain to learn new habits that are going to allow you to see the results that you want long term and sustain them. We want to create an environment where you're no longer seeking comfort, you're seeking challenge and you're willingly accepting it. Most men are chasing dopamine from food, alcohol, Netflix, but the men who are transforming their bodies, they're chasing challenge-based dopamine. The type of feeling that you get from lifting heavy and hitting a PR or finishing a really challenging workout. That's the type of dopamine that you want to condition your body to seek. So the very first way to effectively change this is to cut the comfort at the source. What you want to do is make it as easy as possible for you to accomplish these tasks that are going to help change who you are. So let's say the first task that you'd like to accomplish is getting to the gym, just not skipping a workout. What would work best is for you to get excited about that and lower the barrier of entry it takes for you to get to the gym and just do the damn workout, right? One of the biggest things that we will tell our clients in our coaching team is that we will tell them to lay out their clothes the night before. What this does is if you get up in the morning and you're faced with a whole crap ton of information and you're required to make a million decisions that day, it'll be that much easier for you to not put off your workout when your clothes is right there in front of you. And since it's one of the first things that you'll see when you wake up, it's a trigger, okay? And for most people, what they need is a trigger, and they need the habit easy to stick to. And they need to make the habit easy to stick to in order for them to create lasting change. So laying out your clothes the night before is a very easy first step that you can take from this video to get started and make it easier for you to not skip your workouts. The second thing that you can do is in regards to nutrition. Now, for me personally, I grew up in a Latino household. I grew up eating a lot of food. I am a foodie still at heart. That's why I know that grocery shopping is the number one thing that I can monitor to ensure that I am successful with my nutrition. Here's why. If I go to the grocery store and I buy a lot of snacks like Pop-Tarts, Oreos, chips, you name it, anything that I can snack on, with my never-ending appetite, it's going to be really easy for me to overeat and gain a lot of weight. And what a lot of people do is they fill their pantries, their freezers with things that they cannot control themselves around. And their environment is what sabotages them long term. You see, if I want to go get ice cream or if I want to go snack on something that maybe isn't that calorie friendly, I have to leave my apartment, go get the thing, make the decision to buy it, and then eat it. It makes it really hard for me to do those things. But for some people, they make it so easy for them to do it. And that's what makes it more comfortable for them. So one of the biggest things that you can do is create space between the things that you know are taking you further away from your fitness goals. Now, number 2 is going to be to stack micro wins. The reason why this is so important yet so overlooked is because most of the guys who struggle with this the most have already accomplished a lot in their career. Maybe you're a C-suite executive, or you own a business and you used to work on the lower level of the business and now you own the whole thing. You run a team. You are accomplished, meaning that maybe you haven't been a student in a while, right? And this is where most people have such a hard time. When you were a student, every little win counted, right? Like every little piece of information or momentum that you built when you first started in your career really mattered. And now looking backwards, I'm sure that you can see how all of those small, hard lessons that you learned along the way make you into the leader that you are today in your field, right? Fitness is no different, okay? You want to celebrate all of these little wins, all of these little pieces of momentum that you can get to create this huge snowball effect is really what you want to reward yourself with on a daily basis. And what this looks like from a practical point of view is 30-minute workouts are better than no workouts. So many people in this position think that they have to go to the gym and do 6 one-hour workouts per week. That is a total fallacy. You don't need to start there. Maybe that's where you want to end up because that's what you think you need to be successful. But our clients get results with 3 to 4 workouts a week that are 45 minutes each. So you can start very small and build that momentum over time. And one of the things that I love about this is that it builds your identity very quickly. So right now, you might not be the type of person that goes to the gym that often, or maybe you skip workouts. What we want to do is make you the type of person that doesn't skip workouts. When I get home from vacation, or I get home from a very busy day at work or something like that, and I'm very stressed and I do not want to go to the gym, sometimes I will go and just hit like 2 or 3 exercises. And at least I didn't skip the gym that day. I didn't do anything crazy that's going to explode my results, but I showed up for myself. And I actually do this. 11 years into my fitness journey, I still do this. And that's what separates people who stick with their fitness goals versus people who think that they need to do the absolute most and burn out. On the nutrition side of this, let's say that you want to start tracking your macros. Tracking your breakfast is much better than tracking nothing in the day. So while you might feel discouraged that you only tracked your breakfast, you want to celebrate that because you are doing more than 99.9% of people trying to get in shape. And number 3 is going to be building challenge rituals that set the tone for the day. The reason I love this is because most of us live in a very chaotic life. We have a million decisions to make every single day, and it makes it very hard to center yourself. So for me and my fiance, what we do to center ourselves every single day is we go on a 30-minute walk. This is basically one of the first things that we do every single day without fail, unless it's raining outside. And when we do this walk, we're trying to get a certain amount of steps to start our day. And when we come back, we have a high protein filling breakfast. This is our baseline challenge for the day to build momentum. For you, it might look very different. It might look like a cold plunge or a morning lift at 6 a.m. It's not my thing, but it might be your thing. So for a lot of people, that might look like something totally different. But the point is that you have a challenge or ritual that you stick to so that you can feel grounded no matter where you are. These non-negotiables that you have every single day, they harden your edge, and that's what makes it easier for it to be a part of your identity. Listen, you don't need 6 hours in the gym or a perfect diet. You need structure, accountability, and to not let comfort lead your life. If you're a busy guy who wants to lose the belly fat and finally take control of your life, and frankly, you're ready to lead your family by example instead of watching from the sidelines, then feel free to book a free strategy call with me. And if this hits home, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to watch all these videos that I've created. I made a fat loss playlist, which shares my best information on how to get started in the gym, how to make sure that you see long-lasting results. And if you have any other questions, drop them down below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.